Hello and welcome to all students in this our YouTube channel. Students, we are in the topic of chemical bonding and molecular structure. Student, in our last lecture, we have already seen some of the examples of formation of ethene, ethine, and etc. Along with that, here in our today's lecture, we are going to learn a new concept from the same chapter, that is formation of phosphorus pentachloride. This is the example which comes under the category of sp3d hybridization. Means in this example we will get the hybridization of this example, that is phosphorus pentachloride, as a sp3d hybridization. So this is the one of the example which falls under this category. There are many examples which falls under this same category. Out of them we are now going to learn here in our today's topic is formation of PCl5. Now students, before going to the hybridization, we should know the ground state electronic configurations of the elements which are present in the given molecule. So in our given molecule, the central atom which is we are going to consider here is a phosphorus, and for phosphorus we should know the electronic configuration of it corresponding in ground state. So here the electronic atomic number of phosphorus will be of 15, that is Z is equal to 15, we have shown in this slide, and its representation we have shown in this slide, that is phosphorus in ground state electronic configuration is having 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p3. But here 3s2, 3p3 is now we are going to consider for the formation of PCl5. The remaining 10 electrons which are present in the inner shell, we are not interested, or we can say that that electrons are present in the inner shell, they will not participate in the actual formation, they will remain as it is in the inner shell. Only those electrons which are present in the outer shell, they will take a part in the formation of hybridization. So we are interested in considering the electronic configuration of phosphorus, means the electrons which are present in the outermost shell, that is 3s2 and 3p3. Here the orbital which is next to that of 3p orbital is 3d, that also we have considered here for the formation of PCl5. That is why we have taken 3d, because in the excited state one of the electron from the phosphorus will now jumps into the 3d orbital. So here you can look at in the second part, that is phosphorus in excited state, you will notice here there are 5 unpaired electrons which are formed in the excited state of phosphorus, and here 5 unpaired electrons, when mixing and recasting of orbitals will takes place with the incoming element, that is chlorine. The electronic configuration of chlorine you already knows that as the atomic number of chlorine is 17, so the electronic configuration of chlorine will be now 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, and the remaining unpaired electrons are now going to be combined with the phosphorus, that is 5 unpaired electrons are now going to combine with the each chlorine atom, that is unpaired electron of chlorine atom, and there is a formation of one of the s orbital, that is from 3s, and 3 p orbitals from 3p, and the remaining one, that is one of the unpaired electron from d orbital. Each unpaired electron of chlorine now gets going to be combined with unpaired electron of phosphorus. So totally if we consider here during the total formation in the block diagram, we can say that in the mixing and recasting there is a formation of 1 s orbital, 3p orbital, and 1 d orbital is going to be takes place, and by combining all this we can say that one of the sp3d hybrid orbital is going to be takes place. So this is the formation of sp3d hybridization for the PCl5. And it should be noted that all the bond angles in the trigonal bipyramidal geometry are not equivalent in PCl5. Student, you will notice here one of the diagram which is given here at the top of this slide, that is formation of PCl5. You will notice here in single plane, that is all the chlorine atoms which are present, means which are approaching towards the phosphorus, out of them 3 chlorine atoms are present in the same plane, but the 2 chlorine atoms which are present out of the plane, one of the chlorine which is present above the plane and one of the chlorine which is present below the plane. And if we join all the corners of this chlorine to the chlorines which are present in the plane, so you will get one of the figure which is looking like a pyramid. But if we notice here, there are 2 chlorine atoms which are present above and below the plane, so there are 2 pyramids are now going to be formed. So the geometry of this molecule, we can say that it is a bipyramidal geometry, and one of the trigon is present in the middle portion of the molecule. So we can combinedly say that the molecule possesses trigonal bipyramidal geometry. The 5 sp3d hybrid orbitals of phosphorus overlap with the singly occupied p orbitals of chlorine atoms to form 5 PCl5 sigma bonds, that we already seen in the previous slide. 3 PCl bond lies in one plane and making an angle of 120 degree with each other. These bonds are termed as equatorial bonds. The remaining 2 PCl5 bonds, one lying above and other lying below equatorial plane, make an angle of 90 degree with the plane. These bonds are called axial bonds, that we already seen in this figure. The bond angle between Cl, P and Cl, which is present at the top of the plane, is having 90 degree, but here the bond between the chlorine atoms which are present in the plane is having 120 degree, that we already shown in this slide. These bonds are called axial bonds, and the axial bond pairs suffer more repulsive interaction from the equatorial bond pairs. Therefore, axial bonds have been found to be slightly longer, hence slightly weaker than that of the equatorial bonds, which makes PCl5 molecule more reactive. Student, in continuation with that PCl5, in our today's lecture we are going to consider the another example, that is formation of SF6, and the hybridization which is formed in this example is of sp3d2 hybridization. Here in SF6 molecule, again the central atom which is now going to be considered is a sulfur, and sulfur is having atomic number 16, electronic configuration 3s2 3p4. One of the electron which is more than that of the phosphorus. In the excited state of sulfur, the available 6 orbital, that is 1s and 3p and 2d, are slightly occupied by the electrons. These orbitals hybridize to form 6 new, that is sp3d2 hybrid orbitals, which are projected towards the 6 corners of regular tetrahedron, octahedron. In SF6, these 6 sp3d2 hybrid orbitals overlap with singly occupied orbitals of fluorine atoms to form 6 sf sigma bonds. In the figure you will notice here 6 fluorine atoms which are going to be formed. Out of them 4 are present in the plane, and one of the fluorine is present above the plane and another one is present below the plane. So how its formation or the hybridization will going to be takes place, that you will notice here in the figure. The electronic configuration of sulfur in the ground state is having 3s2 3p4, and the 2 electrons from the one of the electron from 3s and one of the electron from 3p in the excited state will jumps from 3s 3p to 3d, and so there is a formation of 6 unpaired electrons will takes place during the formation, when these orbitals are undergoes mixing and recasting, there is a formation of sp3d2 hybridization will takes place, and the six fluorine atoms, and each fluorine atom is having one unpaired electron, which is now going to be combined with the corresponding sulfur, which is shown in the slide, that is third slide C. So there is a formation of sp3d2 orbital will takes place. So this is the one of the example of having hybridization sp3d2, that is one of the example of we have explained here, that is SF6. Like that of there are many examples from your textbook, from your NEET, JEE and CET different notes. You will get the number of examples, and this is the molecule which is shown in the slide, that is formation of SF6. In the top of the slide we have shown their corresponding geometry, and this question may be asked in your exam for 3 marks. In that you have to clearly explain the theory of this formation, that is have sp3d2 hybridization and the electronic configuration in the ground state, excited state, and their corresponding hybridization. And at the end of the explanation, at the end of this you have to explain the molecular geometry of this SF6. So in our next lecture we are going to look at the new theory from this chapter, that is molecular orbital theory, in the next lecture. So this is all about in our today's lecture. Thank you very much.